Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived an old woman named Martha. She was kind and gentle, but lived all alone in a tiny cottage. Her days were quiet, and her heart heavy with loneliness, for all her loved ones had passed, leaving behind an empty house filled with silence. Every morning Martha would sit by her window, gazing out at the world, her heart yearning for some form of companionship. Until one day, something magical happened. As she sat by her window, she heard a sound, soft at first, then growing clearer. It was the most beautiful song she had ever heard. A small bird, no bigger than the palm of her hand, flew to her window and began to sing. Its voice was like nothing Martha had ever heard before. The sweet melody filled the air, bringing life and joy to her once quiet cottage. Each note seemed to lift the weight from her heart, filling the silence with something much brighter. Day after day the bird returned, always singing its cheerful tune, and with every visit, Martha's spirits began to lift. She found herself humming along, and soon enough, the loneliness that once filled her heart started to fade. The bird's song had become the highlight of her days, bringing her the companionship she had longed for. Over time, a bond grew between the two. Martha would leave crumbs on the window ledge for her little visitor, smiling as the bird chirped happily in return. She talked to it as if it understood her every word, and in its own way it seemed to reply with its lovely songs. But the bird didn't just bring music, it brought something deeper, a sense of warmth, joy, and connection. It showed Martha that even the simplest of gestures, like a song, could heal the heart. The bird's presence reminded her of the power of kindness, how sharing joy could transform even the loneliest of days. As the seasons changed, so did the world around her. One day, the bird flew off, chasing the warmth of the sun to distant lands. Yet, even as it disappeared into the sky, its song remained with Martha. The music now lived in her heart, a reminder that compassion and joy have the power to heal the deepest wounds. And so, the days in Martha's cottage were never silent again. For even without the bird's daily visits, its melody continued to play in her heart, a constant reminder of the gift it had left behind. The singing bird had taught her a simple but profound truth, that a little kindness and a little music can brighten the darkest days.